Want to go from average agent to rockstar agent? Here's the fastest way. Become a listing machine. The agents who dominate the leaderboard aren't spending all day chauffeuring buyers around. They're listing properties left and right. One good listing can generate 2 or 3 more deals. Listings are leverage. If you're not focusing on getting them, you're leaving serious money on the table.
Welcome back to New Agent Success. I'm David Knight, and today we're talking about something that will absolutely change the direction of your real estate career if you let it. And that's becoming a focused listing agent. By focusing on one thing, that's the 5-step listing plan. I'm also going to show you how to start increasing your listing count right away. So let's settle in, because this is where your business can go from inconsistent to exhaustingly powerful. More importantly, predictable. Listings give you leverage. You work smarter, not harder. And when you carry listings, you're not just selling homes, you're creating free, continuous advertising for your business. Every yard sign, every online listing, every neighbor who stops and stares out their window, all of them are seeing your name. You could not buy that level of repetition even if you try.
Listings naturally generate leads. Buyers call off the sign. Neighbors ask questions. People in the community suddenly become aware of who you are. One listing can produce several opportunities if you understand the leverage behind it. And here's the truth, every agent eventually learns. You can manage multiple listings at the same time. You can manage them efficiently, professionally, and profitably. But managing 10 active buyers simultaneously, good luck.
And I've learned this firsthand. Early on in my career, a mentor told me, Dave, if you want a life and a business, become the best listing agent in town. And he was absolutely right. The moment I shifted my focus to listings, everything changed. My income increased, my hours stabilized, and my business finally felt like a business instead of chaos.
Listings work for you even when you're not physically present. People scroll online at midnight. Neighbors walk past your sign during their evening stroll. Your presence multiplies without you needing to be in 10 places at once. And when a listing sells, you might represent the buyer as well. Or you might meet the neighbors, or you might receive referrals. Listings are the center of gravity in this career. So if you are thinking long-term, listings must become a priority. Buyers are wonderful, especially when you're new, but listings are what build a sustainable, profitable career.
How to start winning more listings. Now let's address the question every new agent eventually asks. But Dave, how do I get more listings if I'm new? Here's my answer. You follow a system that removes guesswork, builds confidence, and positions you as the professional in the room. This is what I call my 5-step listing success plan. The 5 things that top listing professionals follow every single time when taking a listing. Step 1. Pre-qualification. The seller has to be truly motivated, and if they're not, I'm not going on the listing appointment. Simple as that. And I'm going to ask the following questions. And if the seller does not have the time or the patience, or if they feel that they don't have to answer the questions, I simply won't waste my time and I won't go on that listing appointment. Here's the following questions that you need to ask before you go out on a listing appointment. Question number 1. Are all the decision makers going to be present? It's a no-brainer, right? You can't get a contract signed if the wife is on title and she's not present. Question number 2, realistically, what are they looking to list the home for? If they're looking to list the home twice what Zillow says it's worth, do you feel that they're truly motivated to move? I don't think so. Next question, where are you moving to? They've got to be firm on where they need to go and when they want to go. What time do they have to be there? And why do they have to be there? What's most important about making their move? Again, if they're not a 10, don't waste your time. Next question, how much do they owe on the home? You need to prepare a net sheet because ultimately it's a money decision too. Next question, do they plan on selling the home themselves or renting the home? Is that an option? We don't want to go out there and find out that they're investors and they're all about doing it themselves. Don't waste your time. 3, Ask, will you review the package of information before I see you, before I arrive? Answer is yes, exactly. You know that they're motivated because they're going to answer the questions that you've asked and they're going to review the package of information. So here's the most important question that you need to ask at the end of the pre-qualification script. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when I do come out to see you tonight at 6, and as long as the numbers work, and as long as you feel confident and comfortable with what I have to say, I imagine that you'd be putting me to work to list your home when I see you tonight at 6. If you ask the questions right, 9 out of 10 times, they're going to say yes. Then ask this, do you plan on interviewing any other agents for the job of selling the home? And 9 out of 10 times, they'll say, no, I don't need to. Folks, pretty much you've got the listing by asking all of these tough questions because 9 out of 10 agents won't ask the questions. This separates you from being an amateur to being in the eyes of a seller as a professional. Step 2, warm them up with a professional information packet. I never show up cold. I send a simple, powerful packet that includes my experience, my track record of success, my marketing plan, Google reviews, a comparable market analysis, a net sheet, more importantly, a sales contract. And when they open that packet, they already know who I am. And more importantly, they know I'm prepared. Step 3, confirm the appointment with confidence. Our objective is to make sure that all the decision makers will be present. We also want to know that they reviewed the package information and if they have any questions. We want to see if they have any questions. This way they may raise some objections such as, well, what do you charge? Or will you cut your commission? Or I don't see any other properties like mine at the listing price we want. We want to flush out any objections they may have. This way we know in advance what the objections may be. And often they simply may say, what do you charge for commission? Simple answer, sounds to me commission's important to you. And that's the first question we can go over when I arrive. Very simple. We want to confirm that they have read the package information and you're confirming the time that all of the decision makers will be present. Step 4, showing up to your listing appointment on time. And that means you're 15 minutes early. And showing up on time allows you to prepare mentally and physically. And before I get out of the car to go to the home, I chant these affirmations. I'm a great salesman. I'm a great salesman. I'm a great salesman. Today, I'm going to bring value. I'm here to be a guide. I'm going to assist these people to get their home sold so they can move on to their next chapter in life. Because ultimately, I know I'm a top producing agent that brings results for people. I am the man. In my head, I know that today I will be successful when walking through that door. You see how with the right mental attitude that's going to set you up for success? Do it each and every time. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Each and every time I follow a canned presentation. What does that mean? That means I just don't wing it. When I go into a house, I understand exactly what to say and how to say it. And I've done it over and over and over again. This way, I get very few objections and I get a contract signed. Which leads me to step number 5, and that's handling objections and getting a contract signed. Generally, there's only 5 objections that you have to deal with, such as, we need to think about it. Will you lower your commission? We have another agent, or my family member's an agent. What would you do differently than every other agent other than cut the price? As long as you know the answers to all these questions, you're going to get a contract signed. And often, from what I find, is that there's very few objections because you pre-qualified correctly. And by pre-qualifying correctly, it's easy to get a contract signed. That's my 5-step listing process to success. So if you want to handle objections like a pro, download the Agent Success Blueprint today. Make it easy for you. This way you can close at about 80% or higher. Once you begin attracting listings, and you will, you'll also attract more buyers than you can service alone. And this is where your leverage becomes essential.
High-performing agents do not attempt to do everything themselves. They partner with a strong buyer's agent. They hire a showing assistant. They bring on help for paperwork and marketing. When I reached that point, I partnered with another agent. He focused solely on listings, and he handled the buyers my listings produced. Both of our incomes increased, and our clients received better service. Eventually, you may hire an assistant even part-time to free up your time for the highest value activities: prospecting, appointments, negotiations, and follow-up. Even if you're not ready for that step, refer buyers out for a referral fee. Nothing goes to waste. Top agents protect their time. They don't try to be superheroes. They build systems. They build partnerships. They build leverage. If you want to thrive in this business, you must lean into listings. Listings give you control, visibility, and long-term income. Use the 5-step listing success plan. Build your seller pipeline and leverage every listing for more opportunities.
Inside the Agent Success Blueprint, I've added specific actions you could take today. So scan the QR code, download the guide, and start implementing the systems I wish I had when I first shifted into listings.
Remember, list to last, calling expired listings, knocking on for sale by owners, asking for referrals. These are the steps that compound into a powerful career. So here's your next move. Download the Agent Success Blueprint. Choose one strategy, commit to it.
You and you alone have everything you need to become a listing agent sellers trust. Go after it. Get the guide. Get out there. And as always, go make that money. In our next episode, I'm going to show you how to close like a pro and create raving fans. So subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss it. I'll see you next time. Let's go, let's grow.